Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today being Saturday. As I said in my previous video, so close to Christmas. Actually, I don't know when I'm going to be posting this. This might actually be Christmas Eve when I post this. Um, so I have a bit of a Christmas Eve present for you if I do drop it on Christmas Eve. It's all these books. Recently I met up with an elderly gentleman who was a buyer of comic books until very recently, and he bought books from like the 60s all the way through till very recently. He's stopped buying them so much these days. He's not uh, like in a financial position where he can be paying $7, $10 for a book. That's completely understandable. Given that he has like 100,000 books at home. Look, I went there on Tuesday and I was astounded by the amount of books he had. He had a back room that I couldn't even get into. That's how many books there were. I went back today. I went back this morning. Looked in his front room. Had a good thorough look through there. Found some gold, which is in here, and then I went into his back room and I found a few more. I barely scratched the surface though. And because there's so many books here, I'm just going to start off. The first one I got is Avengers issue 35. Now, as you can see, it's in very poor condition, and so he sold this to me for like $3, if that. I think it was even $2. Very cheap, but as you can see, just banged up, stapled, taped together, just barely hanging on. You know, a lot like me. But yeah, an old Avengers comic, so I thought, yep, why not? The next one we have for you is The Brave and the Bold, issue 59. And yeah, I haven't even taken the sticky tape off these. I've pretty much uh, bought these this morning, brought them back home, looked at them, and then brought them back to down. Not back down. I brought them to the storage unit to show you guys. So, Brave and the Bold, issue 59, with Batman and Green Lantern. And we have Brave and the Bold, issue 65, with the Flash and Doom Patrol. And I'm thinking, because it's Flash, this is Gorilla Grodd. But I do not know for sure. But, you know, it's Doom Patrol and it's the Flash. You know, for a nice price, it's worth checking out. Now, as you may know, if you're a fan of the channel, I'm a fan of Aquaman, and I couldn't pass this one up. It's Brave and the Bold, issue 114. It is a reprint book, but yeah, 100 pages. Batman and Aquaman and Green Arrow and the Teen Titans, and more Batman stories. Can't say no. I'm very much looking forward to reading this one. Now, he had a whole range of books. It wasn't just like old gold like that. It was kind of newer stuff, 90s stuff, and I found this. It's Death Metal issue 2 from Marvel UK. I'm not a huge fan of the UK version of Marvel. I just find that the UK books have way too much exposition. They have too many panels in a page. There's no real flow of story. But some of the characters are interesting. What I did like about this was that Alpha Flight was in it, and I didn't even know that Alpha Flight was in this book. I didn't even know this book existed until this morning. So I saw Sasquatch on there, and I thought I've got to get this and check it out. So that was Death Metal issue 2. Now, getting back to older comics, we have Doom Patrol issue 97, and we see Elastigirl, the Raging Crystal Giant, and Doom Patrol Prisoners of the Moon. I saw Elastigirl and I thought, I've got to check this out. This looks too good to pass up. So yeah, there we go. The next one, it's not for everyone. It's Hawk and Dove Annual Issue 1. I think there was 2 annuals. And he had a run of Hawk and Dove. Now, in a previous video, I was talking about how I can't find Hawk and Dove here in Australia. And now I have. So I've got to go back to this guy's house with a list of the books I don't own of Hawk and Dove and just get the whole set. I think that's one of the things I'm going to do next time I'm there. But I saw this and I thought I'm going to check it out. Yeah, why not? Hawk and Dove Annual 1. Now he is a Justice League fan. So we've got issue 147 here with, let's see, who is this guy? Who's this this villain here? I assume it's the villain. If you know, put down in the comments down below. We also have issue 148 with the Justice League and the Justice Society and the Legion of Superheroes. Wow. Okay. You know, I didn't even... You know, I saw Umbra here and I kind of twigged pretty quick, but I put it aside and yeah, there we go. That'll be a fun read. We have Justice League of America 157 with Supergirl here. Yeah, why not? And the last Justice League we have is issue 250. So a landmark anniversary issue. I couldn't say no. Green Lantern, Green Arrow on there. Why not? And, you know, 250 for a nice price. You're going to say yes. Now, I showed off in a previous video a whole lot of Marvel Comics Presents. So I picked up the rest that I didn't have. We have issue 77. We have issue 78. Now, I didn't get all of them because it jumps to issue 83. And then lastly, issue 84. So I'm slowly getting there with all the Weapon X issues. Once I find them, because it's a huge, oh, I wouldn't say a mess. It's just it's unsorted. Now, the next one we have Mystery in Space issue 79. Now, I'm not a huge Adam Strange fan, but an old Mystery in Space, I'm going to say yes every time. And it even has an old sticker from an old comic shop that we both used to frequent. It's, that no longer exists. And back in the day, he bought it for $7.50. Now, how do I say this? I was looking for a particular book, and I found a box at the bottom of all these boxes, and it had a run of books, and I thought, if anywhere this book was going to be in there, it's going to be this box. And I flicked and flicked, and I found it. I'm so glad I have this copy, because I don't know anywhere else where there's any other copies of Ravage 2099 issue 1. I brought this home, I showed my daughter, she rolled her eyes, and rightly so. But there we go. Whenever I find that book in the wild, I always pick it up. Now, next up we have Submariner issue 53, just with this beautiful trade dress. And we have this guy here, the Dragon Lord. I've never heard of the Dragon Lord before. He's looking pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't say Doctor Doom level by any stretch of the imagination, but somewhat interesting. I suppose I'd have to read it to find out, you know, if Dragon Lord is, you know, any threat, or if he's just the lord of his own manor. Now, the next issue is Teen Titans issue 34. And I believe this is Nick Hardy. And I bought this because of Wonder Girl here. She just looks very interesting. And it says, okay, so it says, it's our own Wonder Girl and she's turned into a witch. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Raven's cloak has been worn by Wonder Girl here. So once again, it's a case of you need to buy it and you need to read it to understand it. So I'm looking forward to that one. Now I've got 4 more to go, and I'm ending on a bit of a key. This one is World's Finest issue 202, and we just have Superman choking out Batman, and yeah, this is not an imaginary fight scene, nor a symbolic image, a picture, nor any other sort of cop out. Superman's choking out Batman and saying, you know, I'm the more interesting character. You're just a guy in a suit. Yeah, it should be interesting. We'll see. Now, to show that he had a whole run of different books, this is Starman issue 1 from 1994 with James Robinson and I think Tony Harris. Tony Harris on art duties. This is a book that I've got the last issue of, and now I have the first issue, and now I just have to get all, I think there's like 70 issues. I just have to get the remaining. But, you know, why not start at the start? Now, this one I saw on Tuesday, and I'm glad he still had it. because there was something about this image that caught my attention, and it's the eye of this girl. I cannot remember her name. I think it's Angel. Is it Sapphire? There we go. Sapphire. I wasn't close. I was nowhere near close. But this is Metamorpho, the elephant, the Elephant Man, the Element Man. This is issue 2. I didn't even realize this is the second issue. That's pretty cool. Okay, wow. Now this will need a new bag, because this is, it's dusty and dirty, and will need to be replaced. So that's my evening this evening. But I just want to ask, is this a Jack Kirby cover? Just from the eyes of Sapphire here, and just the way she looks, it just feels like a Jack Kirby cover. But put down in the comments down below, what do you think? Obviously, I haven't Googled it, so I don't know. But the final issue that I want to show off, it's a bit of a key issue. It's Fantastic Four issue 120, and it's the first appearance of Airwalker. Now, it's not a huge key. I didn't buy this as a spec book or anything like that. I found this. I knew it was his first appearance. It was sold to me for about $6 because it's not in the greatest condition. And actually, I have to admit, the guy who sold it to me, he took it from me and he's like, I'll give it to you. And he was folding it back and forth. And I'm like, what are you doing, mate? But he gave a really good price for it. I'm not going to fold it back and forth the way he did. Yeah, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. The first appearance of Airwalker, Fantastic Four issue 120. Now, I will be going back to this guy's house intermittently throughout the new year. It's not going to be a regular occurrence, but every now and then I will go back and hunt for gold. So if that's something you want to see, please let me know. And please subscribe, because I will be looking at this guy's stuff throughout the new year, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm hoping you're enjoying this video. I've got one more to film, and then I'm done for the day. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll catch you at the next one.